hello. Hi. And I'll say hi, Jason, right? Your wife's Rebecca, Justin. Don't say the other one.
You know everybody in the room?
Don't say the other one. Wait a minute. It's your daughter. She's 10. Her name is...
Are you just doing this psychically, or do you know
yes,
this person?
Yes. I don't know this.
You're not channeling?
What is it? Jessica. Yeah, that's what I said, Jessica. Yeah, okay. Nailed it.
Wow.
Thank you.
This is incredible. It's a family here.
What's interesting about this is that we...
Good, thank you.
Okay. Oh. The guy in the Exorcist shirt answered that.
They honestly know. That's how I know to trust you.
This is Henry.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Zabrowski.
It's Dana Snyder.
I'm Dana Snyder.
I love it. 12:30, man.
Look at
This
that.
is it.
Right on the nose.
Yeah, honestly, you did good. We got here on time.
This is as early as I've ever been for any panel. But it was, to be fair, it was on my schedule. Didn't say. You'd think the one with my name in it, in the title, they would have put on my schedule.
You were just telling the story about how one of the years that you were doing this, they had double booked it, and then everybody waited online in front of where the panel was supposed to be for an hour, and then you got to come around and go, hey, look, hey, did I not promise you?
Yeah.
I would waste your time?
Well, I didn't even there. I did try. They had a costume contest going on in the room, which, you know, notoriously to run late, which is what the costume contest was going. It was like running 4 hours late or whatever the hell, the stupid thing. And then, so we didn't have the room. We're supposed to be in the room.
Of this entire con, just the very center of it, but yeah.
Yeah. So people are waiting outside, and they say, like, oh, we'll let him in. But meanwhile, I was going around trying to find another room. I figured surely there's another room in this cavernous convention center that doesn't have something going on. And then it was like the weird, like The Shining, like you're walking in this room and someone's doing high kicks, and then the next one, the guy in the bear mask is doing
blowing
this,
the guy,
looking over, the creepy old lady in the shower. Every room was filled with something. And then that was it. Then it was all of a sudden, it was like, well, it's 9 o'clock, the thing is over now. And then people angrily came up to my table the next day. We were like, I stood there for an hour. I was like, and? You totally, oh, shit, yeah, okay,
yeah,
all right, that's one for you, Snyder.
You could have spent that hour, you know what I mean? I'd say this, call an old friend.
You know what?
Call your therapist.
And the rule is, call somebody you haven't talked to in at least 5 years.
A long time. Do
Make
it like
a connection.
Like it's Christmas Eve. Call an old college
like
roommate.
Edward Albee calling all his buddies on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, like that's what you do. Then you know, if you got time, there's no such thing as wasted time. I started Zoloft today. So I'm very zen.
You sound like the wisdom of an 80-year-old.
You know.
Henry on Zoloft is...
Your health is the most important thing. Hold on to it, because one day it'll be gone, little girl. Good, we got 2 minors right in the front row, too, just so you know.
Well, she's wearing a Moonanite t-shirt. She can't be that minor. I mean, she's seen some things.
She's a major person, minor in age. Good, honestly, also, I'm glad to see Aqua Teen. See, the kids like Aqua Teen.
Generational spanning.
Yeah, they like Aqua Teen. It's
That's
not
what
going
happens
away.
when you're on for 20 years.
But they keep trying to bury it.
With 10-year breaks.
Yeah, because then you remind people again, hey, you remember what we used to be?
Uh-huh. The next time it comes on, they're going to watch the old episode, like, oh, that's when they all still had teeth. It'll sound like old Groucho Marx when he, hey, midwife.
I feel that shows the true longevity of your world. Wasn't Dave supposed to be here too?
He decided not to come.
He's just taking it. He has really bad issues with his intestines and his bowels. That is real.
He's got a lot about,
So he might be whacking out a bunch of logs.
On a what?
Whacking out a bunch of logs.
Oh.
You don't do that?
I don't whack on them.
That's what I just did down at Big Ed's.
I released them back to their
home.
Away, you.
Because they're not supposed. But your butt.
I just sit there like this. Be free.
Your butt is not your poop's home. Literally, your poop has got to leave you. It's got to leave the nest. It's like raising a child till they're 18, and then they're released to college. The toilet's college.
That's right. Then you have it. Now that's why I have a little empty nest syndrome right now. Some empty bowel syndrome. Kind of miss them.
That's why you gotta adopt a little
big,
dog.
Bought this big house, and now I'm in it all by myself. Feels so empty.
Now it's time for your butt to go to Egypt. Go do those long form trips that people in their 50s do.
Yeah. I did go to Egypt this year. Did I tell you that?
No.
Well, no, not this year. Last year I went. Last year.
What was it like?
It was the greatest place I ever went.
Seriously?
It was incredible.
How was the food?
Delicious.
Yeah? You get Italian or?
Olive Garden. For real, one of the best views of the pyramids, because, you know, the pyramids are like, it's not like you think like you're driving out in the desert for 4 hours to see the pyramids.
No,
it's
they're like right there, right?
Like the best view of the pyramids is from the roof of the Pizza Hut.
Oh, my God.
They have a roof. You can sit out on the roof. And I mean, like, when you're sitting there, it's just like, boom, there it is right there.
When I went to Rome, they're so bored by the ruins. We wasted his time successfully. He's got to leave.
Yep.
If you go to Rome too, it's the same thing. Where they're so over the ruins.
Yeah.
They think it's the dumbest shit on the face
It's
of the
like,
planet.
like cram, like, get out of the way for them. Will you? Come on, I gotta.
They're like, oh, you're all impressed by our thousands of years of history, and I was just like, I
dumb.
have nothing.
Yeah, right.
Like I don't see anything.
The oldest thing in my town is a Quiznos. Do you understand? This is.
And it's closing.
Yes.
That's our history.
That's our history.
So what else? What did you see in Egypt?
Well, the Valley of the Kings.
Yeah.
That's all where all the tombs are, you know, like
It's like the San
Tutankhamun and all
Fernando
that.
Valley of the Kings?
Yes, yes. The drag kings, the San Fernando Valley drag kings.
And so, what was that like?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they're all painted. You can just walk right in there. But they all say, like, the thing with the Egypt is you gotta, like, just accept it. Or you'll be mad the whole time. But, like, everyone gets a tip.
Yes.
Bakshish.
And that's not a bribe.
No.
It's a tip.
Just a tip. Everybody, like, when you get to the hotel, you don't know where your bags are. They just get whisked out of the car, and there's just guys that are waiting to take them to your room because they get a tip. The door, get a tip. The restaurant, obviously, but like everybody.
But how much? Is it like $3 or is it
Here's the thing. Like, I went, my father-in-law.
you have to be like John Gotti. You have to pull out a big wad.
No. That's the thing. Like, I mean, I realized, like, after day 2, I was like, what am I fighting this for? No point in fighting. Because they had, like, this guards places, like, no photos in the tombs, right? Like, you go to Tutankhamun's tomb, no photos.
Why? Because of bad luck or?
Woo! You pull that little baby out. I mean, so.
Oh, so they're there. They're saying you can't take any photos, but if you give the guy.
But that's how they make their living.
Yeah.
Like, they're not paid to be in there. Like, they are, but they get paid nothing. So, like, you give them 2, whatever the hell they are, Egyptian pounds. The hell do you care? It's like 35 cents.
Yeah, but
I mean, this guy was like, no photos. King Tut is the only one that he's in his own tomb still. He's in there.
Oh, he's
yes,
he's there?
still in there. The guy's like, no photo, no photo. I pull out, like, whatever, a 5, which is like 14 cents. He grabs my camera. He's going in.
You go in there. Climb
he
in
put
the
it
tube.
in the case, like, so the glass wasn't in between King Tut and my camera. And he's just going, ding, 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 ding. I mean, he, like, 3D mapped the corpse. And they're like, ha!
Yeah, I'm good at
And,
this.
and then everybody was like, no photo, no photo. No.
Yeah, next guy coming.
Yeah.
He goes in there and be like, lifts the wrap.
Oh, yeah.
You mean like, hey,
give me a
let's
little
look at it.
piece.
Yeah, see his face.
Show you his junk.
Look at
Yeah.
Look, here's a piece of gum. Puts it in Tutankhamun's mouth. He's chewing gum.
Hey, thank you for
thank you.
Wow.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I found more fun than when I gave everybody a tip, and then it was like everything was fantastic.
Yeah, because.
But I would take the picture with the guys.
But you never felt like, oh, they're gonna put me in a van somewhere ever.
No,
they're
no,
gonna
no.
scoop me. They're gonna.
No,
take me somewhere.
no. Everybody's super friendly.
That's great.
And they were all like happy you're there. Because, you know, COVID, like 90% of their industry was tourism.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody was there for all of COVID. And they were just starting to start up again. So everybody was very, you know, show you everything. They're proud. They're very proud of their, as well they should be.
I'd love to see a mummy. I want to
and
see a mummy live.
Well, at the Egyptian Museum, There's two museums. There's the Gem, which is the new one that like just opened. That's like the super one.
The modern mummies.
But there's the old one.
Do they have new mummies?
No.
Like, I feel like that because does
They
Egypt...
should still do it. Like Sadat has been mummified.
They're being incredible. Do they have a president?
Yeah.
They should mummify the president.
Scrambling his brains.
That would be cool as hell with a long hook.
Public mummification.
That would be awesome. Everybody pays $5 live stream, mummy.
Give you a roll of toilet paper. Yeah, you can give him a little wrap. You do the legs. Yeah, everybody. Yeah. I did his wrist. Ah, what a time. I'll always remember. But at the other museum, they have 22 pharaohs. They're mummies that you can walk in and look at them all.
Do they do like the bodies exhibit where one's like
playing tennis,
throwing a football,
right.
like one?
The other guy's got the badminton racket, and
that would be incredible. See, that's an exhibition.
Yeah,
that's good. Just mummies hanging out. Technically, that's garbage.
He's smoking a cigarette, holding a cup of tea.
One's in a 1950s kitchen, like making like with a house dress on. That'd be incredible.
Mummified eggs. The
These were
mummified
real...
cat down by his feet.
Yes, the eggs of Ramses. It'd be incredible.
I mean, it was neat, like, because you could get, I mean, they're in glass case, but I mean, you could get like this close and like, wow, Ramses II had some fucked up teeth, man. I'll tell you that much.
None of them
you
had
get so close.
I can guarantee that not a single one of them had a pretty smile.
I would disagree. It's a couple good set of choppers in there.
Really?
Yep.
I felt like at some point it was like we didn't think about our choppers really at all.
No.
And then they just let that go. Right? I feel like they don't care. They didn't care. I don't think they knew. They didn't have fluoride.
Well, they're all like, look,
they weren't filling their pituitary gland up.
I'm going to die at 27. Why am I going to waste my time brushing my teeth every day? You know
exactly,
what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's
the
minutes.
last thing that's going to go on me is my teeth.
God, though, can you imagine kissing Ramses?
Oh,
Getting in there, sitting on that pharaoh's knee while he's alive, and he's just going like, pretty good, pretty good. And you have to go like, God is allowing me to kiss you. And then you have to go, and he's got the jack-o'-lantern, like weird ancient pharaoh teeth. God.
Yeah, but don't forget about this. Then the girl goes in, and she's also going, hee. It's a two-way street.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody, you're just at a standard. You're just this is what we smell like. This is what our mouths smell like when we make out.
It's just like a sewer pit that you're just closing the lid on. It's like docking, like the space shuttle.
Does anybody actually know about ancient toothbrushing? God damn it! Wasting my time. Because that would be incredible if they just ate nice smelling things. That would make sense. They chew up a bunch of
people chewing flowers all day.
Yeah, and then you go.
Or like limes or lemons, something like orange pith.
Right? A bunch of rosemary.
Oh, that wouldn't be good.
So you got Mario Batali mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. Making out
garlic and
I'd rather kiss Ramses II than Mario Batali. You just start getting nervous. You hear the squeak of Crocs coming up behind you.
Oh, my.
Oh, you smell olive oil in the room all of a sudden, like.
Is that a red hair? Yeah. I remember I went to go see, it was my birthday. My birthday's on May 1st, and there was a very fancy restaurant that Mario Batali, before everything came down, that he ran in New York called Babbo. And I went there that night, and that was the night that we got Osama bin Laden. And I was at dinner, and someone literally stood up and was like, we got him! And we're like, what? There's like, Osama bin Laden, we fucking got him! And then everybody, literally the whole restaurant lit up. Everyone's like, whoa, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't get him.
Yeah. Like it was a concerted effort amongst the people in that restaurant to get Osama bin Laden.
But that was the night that a waitress there was like, Mario has his own secret room upstairs, and he's got a little bar and stuff. I remember, and sitting there, I was like, man, that'd be nice to get invited up to that secret room. And it turns out that you don't get there.
Yeah.
Looking like me. You don't get there like that. This is one scream. Ooh, we got a question.
Oh.
That's incredible.
That's true, Trey.
But then what do they do? Because then what is it? Then you're still like, you just got wood mouth.
Well, you're scraping the plaque off. I know, you gotta be careful.
I mean, gums are supposed to bleed, right?
Make that stick real nice and soft.
Yeah, those are most of the
Think
time.
wood pulp, real pulpy, real nice and soft.
Or you mean tell me your gums don't bleed?
Not today. Lisa Correo, everybody.
Oh, hey, well, the host.
Look at she wore the boots.
Those are incredible. Whoa! That's amazing. Well, we have not been wasting their time.
Yeah.
They've heard all about Egypt. We learned about toothbrushing.
Making out with Mario Batali.
No.
I'll scoot
I
over.
went to Egypt too.
No shit.
Yeah, we were there like the.
were
Lisa
there,
was
like-
on tour, but aside from me, was on like this tour going through
Thank you.
equatorial Africa for the army.
We had a
Doing,
really
like-
different experience.
You were
what
the
way?
army?
I was doing comedy for
USO.
the troops.
That's
yes,
awesome.
for our military.
But
Hi,
some of those
everybody.
were like, I mean, there was one place where like, don't walk on the ground because there's deadly snakes everywhere. Just don't.
Yeah.
Like
what
your
is
bed
this?
everything was on stilts to like keep off.
There's a snake
Like
called,
Scottie
called
Pippen's
a,
house, everything was very high.
There's a snake called a boomslang. Have you heard of this? Yes, yeah. Yeah, so they were slithering around one of the bases we were on in Kenya, and the soldiers are showing us videos on their phones. This one went under your tent the other day, and if a boomslang, if it bites you, your organs start to melt in 24 hours.
This is why I stay in the valley. I stay in Studio City. I come here to Raleigh. I just don't want I want to have nothing to do with snakes, really.
But
Yeah.
see, I've done comedy on the road in C clubs, and I would rather deal with boomslangs. Just the truth.
That's
Yes.
like Australia. Like everything
Because you
in
can kill a
Australia
boomslang.
is-
You know what I mean? You
deadly.
can't kill a bunch of audiences.
Yeah. Well, you can.
I'm
You
not
can
worried
kill
about
them
the,
out there.
Yeah, it's not the audiences I'm worried about. It's always a sleazy comedy club booker or like the comedy condo that doesn't have a lock on it, or it does have a lock and the only people who have a key are like a weird manager.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Hey,
I used
saw
to
you
do
get out of
comedy.
the car.
Yeah.
Need some help?
Yeah. So I
You ever want to go in or out that door? Just call me.
I feel safe with the snakes and our military.
Again, yeah, because you
Anytime.
can handle them simply. You
Yeah,
can put them in a
totally.
net.
Everybody's got a gun. They
Everybody's
see
got
the
a
snake,
gun.
they just
Big
shoot
guns.
the gun. They all got.
Do they just shoot the snakes in the head?
Sure.
Wow.
The first thing they do is they want you to touch their gun. Want to hold my gun? And I'm like, day one, I was like, look, I'm a Buddhist and I believe in peace and I don't touch murder machines. Okay, by the second week, I had a grenade launcher shooting out of my crotch.
Yeah.
Okay? I was like, guns are fun. No one ever told me. Woo! America.
It's fun. It's an extension. That's a penis. Congrats.
It's so great to have a penis. I never knew. I'm
It's
like,
that.
oh, these things are great.
It's a dangerous thing.
Oh man, I wish I had one.
You can get there. I saw
probably
bunch
a
out
couple
there.
here
Yeah, there's
right
a lot. I saw. You just go by the hentai coloring thing later.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of it.
The
Don't
tou-
go there.
The hentai.
Don't look at that. You have nothing. There are two
Yeah.
minors in the front row. Don't go to that.
Don't
ever.
do it.
You'll
Don't
never
do it.
unsee it.
Yeah.
Don't look at it.
Take
Go
it
to
from one
school.
who's seen it.
Go to
You don't
read
want
a,
to see it.
Read a book about American history.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went in the hentai room once, a long time ago.
never been
I
the
still
same.
can't unsee it.
He has diabetes now.
And because of that, I
That's
never
how you
watched
got
that.
diabetes?
I refused to watch that Two Girls, One Cup thing everybody was talking about. 'cause
Don't
I said,
even
nope.
look that.
I
don't.
said-
Don't.
I said,
Delete
no.
it. Just delete it.
That
from your
hentai
mind.
ruined me. I'm definitely not watching this thing. I never watched it.
That guy walked in and U-turned real fast.
Yeah, you're like,
Well, that's because he didn't
he
know
says
that-
no to
he-
Two Girls, One Cup?
He didn't know there was a hentai room here. He's like, wait a minute. Whoa. Now we're
He's like
talking.
kicking up dust.
Yeah, he's doing cartwheels into the room. I'm here. Hey, Ron's here, everybody.
All right, get the tentacles.
Call me Tentaron.
You know?
Now we reached
Yeah.
the lull of the sort of the denouement. Of the,
I mean, one cup is kind of like environmentally
being environmentally, they're just being conscious
Yeah.
of the environment.
Unfortunately, 1 cup wasn't enough.
Yeah.
It should have been 2 girls, several cups. But that's not a good title.
Yeah, they're going.
Everybody's leaving.
Yep.
They're all leaving.
This is
mean,
more
this is a-
people.
this
This
is a
is
way
more
station.
people than we had for our thing last night, though.
Yeah, this is a way station. These people here, this is what we said, what's nice about this panel is that you get out of the cold.
You're dry.
You could sit down.
You're warm.
You know, we might.
And you get a seat.
You guys want some soup?
I
We'll
love
take it
soup.
outside. There's no soup in here.
No soup in here.
We can talk
it-
about soup.
Yeah, we
but
talk
we
about
can't
soup.
give you any soup.
Chowders, cold soups, stews.
You want to
My
get into controversial territory?
favorite- go ahead.
Soup's not a fucking entree.
Listen, that's not that controversial. A lot of people say, including my own father, that soup is not food. But I personally disagree. I'm very soup forward
This
thinking.
is how you'd say it. If I locked you in a room for a year and you had nothing to eat but soup,
Would you live?
would you live?
Yeah.
Then the answer is yes, it's food.
There you go.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
but you would
what
be
is
all.
it?
You'd
How many cups do I have in this scenario?
Yeah, exactly. You'd smell
One
like a
Lisa, one
librarian, though.
cup.
Like you'd smell like at the end, you'd have so much soup,
Yeah.
so much salt. You know, man.
Well, it doesn't have to be. It could be. It doesn't have to be salty soup.
to be a salty soup.
It's not just like I'm not giving you
Yeah,
like
it's
a
not
Lipton
ramen.
cup of noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's just broth.
Be
Like,
like,
I'm
a,
Gwyneth
yeah, like a
Paltrow.
leak soup, a potato cheddar soup.
Yeah.
all
how about,
kinds of
like
soup.
a black bean or
Yeah, black bean soup.
I feel like you're gonna get real upset. I feel like your whole body is gonna.
Well, of course your
revolt
body
against
would
you.
be a mess.
If you had to eat potato and leek soup for a year and you don't live like
Wait a
you're
minute,
not
wait a
Baba
minute.
Yaga.
Now you're
Like, it is-
choosing one kind of soup.
yeah, you're.
Now you're limiting
I'm
us.
very generous with my captive. When I lock them in that room, they're gonna have a variety of soups.
Yeah.
Welcome to my variety of soup room.
Yes. I'm gonna have 50. You could go 2 months and not have the same kind of soup.
Well, that's different.
I'm gonna
what?
give you, and I
Yes.
gotta give my captive their choice.
Yeah.
Now, what soup do you want today, Charlie?
But every once in a while, because they are your captive, you got to flip the script on them and give them a soup they don't want.
That's right.
It's like open your mind to, corn chowder.
Right.
Well, chowder is different.
Or
than
what?
soup.
I'll flip the script one day.
Okay.
I'll just throw it in there, but no bowl. It's just like on the floor. They gotta slurp it up. No, it's
get it.
no holder of any kind. It just comes
really
down the
changes,
slide
yeah.
and just like.
That is an important
pools on the
detail
floor.
in this scenario. You
Yeah.
have licking it off the floor is a whole different
And
experience.
then I just throw a straw in.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, work it out.
A
pal.
patch of swag carpet
Yeah.
that you have to just pour the soup
Yeah,
on.
so it's
Then
holding it
bring
all.
it.
You gotta suck that from like old casino carpet. That's just like there's a
Yeah,
carpet in these
it's not good
convention
anymore.
center.
It's not my fantasy
But
anymore.
that's only one day. That'd be only one day.
That's only day. That's day one or
No.
one
That's
day?
only one day. One
Okay.
day, because I got to remind him, like, remember why you're here.
Yeah, you're a prisoner.
This isn't some pleasure palace for you where you get your choice of soup every meal you want.
You didn't laugh
There's-
at me
there's-
last week.
That's right. You walked out of that panel I was doing. It really ticked me off.
Is this why you're remodeling your spare
That's
bedroom,
right.
Dana?
yes. I thought I had 2 bathrooms in this house. No,
No,
only
this
one.
this is the Progresso room.
Yeah.
Sponsored by.
No thanks to canned soups. That's a whole different animal.
My wife is mostly soup, and she loves her canned soup. It's the girl dinner thing. You do this? You guys know about here? You hear about this? You hear about? You guys into this? This girl dinner thing?
I know all about it.
Is that your stand-up, Henry stand-up guy?
You guys heard about this thing? Have you guys seen this? Have you seen this? You heard about this?
What's the deal?
What's the deal?
What's the deal with girl dinner?
It's just a
You know
leaf.
what I mean?
I'll do that for the next 15 minutes. You hear about this thing? You know about this thing?
I saw, there used to be this thing in Palm Springs. I'm moving back so I can see you both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're like upstaging each
no,
other
no.
in a triangle.
need
There
to
was a
get-
show called the Palm Springs Follies, okay? And it was a show in Palm Springs, and the point of the show, why you went and saw this, it had been running in Palm Springs for like 40 years or something. But it was all it was old school showgirls, like, with the big headdresses and
That was
stuff.
like, you almost went right.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You got to catch her.
The thing was, no one in the show was under the age of 65.
Yeah.
Like that, and that was their touted, like, no showgirl younger than 65, because it was all about retired, and they're all like retired showgirl stuff. But the guy who was the master of ceremonies, looked like he was out of a Warner Brothers cartoon, but he had like, that one white stripe, but he had like parted in the middle and like like he looked like a cartoon waiter.
That's awesome.
But he would do his jokes or his patter in between would not be anything. He would just mention things, and all the audience, which is also older than anyone on stage, he'd be like, and how about Lifebuoy soap? Oh,
yeah.
Like,
So you just
that's all he
remember
would do,
things.
like Glenn Miller.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. Like, next act.
I wish that we
So,
could do
Ben Turpin. Oh, like
the millennial version of that is like, do you guys remember slowly downloading pornography?
Oh.
Pound puppies. Oh.
Oh. Scrambled HBO with like a boob over here and a wiggle and a
Yes.
scramble.
Time spent, time well earned. Seeing one vaguely boob.
We
one
worked
vague
hard
boob.
for
Big boob.
to see a boob in my day.
I yearn for when cartoons used to just sell toys. Now they're selling bad ideas. I see what's going out there in cartoons. I see what's happening, and I don't know about it. I looked out there. I think a lot of changes
Yeah.
need to be made.
You disagree with you?
Yeah.
Take a walk out there and tell me you disagree with you after standing out there for 10 minutes. You'll be right on the side of Henry.
Yeah, you'll see.
You'll see. You'll see.
You'll all
see.
Yeah. Any questions?
Bojangles pickle.
Yeah, you got any questions? You want to do Q&A? We can do some of that.
Is it a
Yeah, I saw
Q&A?
you had a
It's
hand
not
up
really,
before.
It's not a Q&A, but we'll take
I
Qs.
saw you.
I mean, listen, we all think it's an entree.
They do.
It's just,
My problem with
it's-
it in a bowl is just being like, what am I trying to do? Go to sleep for the rest of the day? Give me like, what am I going to do?
Yeah, what am I supposed to read after this or something? Just read some book, slurping on soup?
I'm torn about the bread bowl.
Call my mom.
Torn about it because there's a video you could look up online of like these bakers. I was gonna say master bakers, and I realized
Master
what that.
bakers. Wait a minute. You told me he was a master baker. You weren't listening. You weren't listening.
One letter off?
Yeah, go up to the room. Mario's waiting.
Google master bakers and bread bowls, and you see them like someone takes their loaves, their like artisan loaves that they baked, and like they rip out the center and put soup in it, and you just see like tears coming down.
Yeah, it's a lot of work went into being like, we have bowls.
Yeah.
But
But
the
maybe
thing is,
not.
they make-
There's one cup. There's no bowls.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't know.
Well,
we
ever
gotta do what
since
we
those
can.
two girls came in and asked for a cup, we never got that cup back.
Yeah, where's that cup?
I'm gonna find that cup.
2 girls, 1 salad bowl.
Jeez.
Honestly, would have been better.
One soup
But
tureen.
that being said, as much I do love really good, if it's really good bread, and why not make more things out of bread? I would sit on a bread chair right now if I could, and then just be
plate.
like, hey, I'll just take a bite. Yeah, if this were bread right now,
The,
I could just be eating it while we talk.
The thing at Disney California Adventure in the Cozy Cone Hotel in Carsland, everything comes in a cone, so they have chili they serve in a bread cone.
And they stole that from us. They stole
Yes.
that from Pretty Face. That is chili con Gary.
Yeah.
And they stole that shit. I saw that. I actually had not a meltdown, but sort of like one where I saw it. I was just like, this is chili con Gary. And Natalie's like, we spent a lot of money to be here. We don't need to be this angry. It's a land of happiness. Don't take that. Doesn't matter.
Wow.
Have you Zoloft? Does Hen need a Zozo?
Chopping it up. I feel like you could put because all right, bread bowl. Contents of a pizza inside of the bread bowl, is that just deep dish pizza? Because I was thinking other things that you could put inside of a bowl that you would eat that is not
But
necessarily
let's
soup.
say this though, in the bread bowl, it's never usually soup in the bread bowl. It's a chowder or a stew.
See, I
Because you
prefer
can't
stew.
you can't ladle, you ain't gonna ladle a thing of chicken noodle soup in a bread bowl. It's gonna
I
go
think
right out
they
the
do
sides.
it. I
They
think
do.
people do it. Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen that.
A broth based?
I'm not saying I do it.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
not saying I'm for it.
It's too
Okay,
loose.
All right, okay.
It's too loose.
Yeah, it's too loose.
Lautrec.
Yeah. It'd have to be like the worst bread to hold any kind of
It
broth.
has
That's
to be
the
like,
problem.
It has to be concrete. A bowl like bread.
Yeah.
Which is not what you want from bread. You want it
You're-
to have
the
seepage.
thing is, you're not really saving by making a bread bowl because they always still put it on a plate.
I wonder if you could take a bath in bread. Like a big, giant loaf of bread and just take a bath in it.
I got a bathtub. Let's DoorDash
That's death.
400 loaves of Wonder Bread.
How many views will I get on my YouTube if I do this?
I could help set it. We could go get. Honestly, I think it should be dough, and then see what happens with the heat of your body.
See if
that
you can
slowly
activate
makes
the
it
yeast.
bread, Yeah.
I am perimenopausal, so I might be able to bake it.
Whoa! Yeah, the very peak of a hot flash. Slide into the dough.
The nuclear core within me.
People monitoring
water's-
probes.
Is that a bubble bath? No, it's boiling.
Whoa, my God.
Ah.
She's finally becoming a woman. How hot does it get? How hot is a hot flash? Is it crazy in there?
It's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bad.
Is it like,
I'll go out in the snow.
if you have a hot flash, does it feel like you're outside in the heat?
I've put my head in a freezer.
Jeez, glue. I'm so glad
Yeah,
I got nothing changing in here. This is it. My mind's not changing. My body's not changing.
Yeah.
Just heading like a concrete rock towards the grave.
Yeah, yeah. We all are. We all are.
I'm
Yeah.
excited. Sir?
Yes.
Man, that sounds fucking
Or like
good.
a calzone. It becomes a calzone at some point, right?
But a
Or
calzone's
stromboli.
pizza dough, that's technically
Yeah.
pizza dough, not bread dough. It's different doughs.
Yeah.
It's like this much different in the ingredients.
I know,
But,
but
yeah, but this much can make a big difference.
yeah, exactly.
okay.
Do you want to get hit by a
If
guy with a big hat on?
If a bullet was that close, but now that's a big difference.
Yeah, if the
Okay,
bullet was
okay.
just this over, you would have taken out Reagan and everything would have been different.
Oh,
Right? If it was
man.
just this much over, a lot of shit would be different.
Yeah.
And that's actually the importance of school. Because if that gunman had went to a gun school, they would have done a lot more help for the country, right? That's why it's important to go to school.
It's a gun school, everybody.
All you future Hinkleys out there in love with Jodie Foster.
Go to school.
Go to school.
Educate yourself.
But in that world where everyone has graduated from gun school, that's a whole different world too.
No, but then you'll go to then everybody knows about the guns. Yeah, then everybody is an expert marksman. That's kind of fun though.
Yeah, we're just shooting at each other all the time.
But
and
then
a lot of
maybe-
those bullets are hitting.
But maybe we'd have more of an understanding, like the karate guys.
Well, if
Like
everybody
karate guys don't fight other people. They specifically don't fight people.
till you get a couple Ritas in them, and then they want to kick everybody's ass.
I don't think we're ever going to change human nature.
No.
It'd
I
be
feel
great
like
if
if
we could.
everybody was an expert marksman, everybody be walking around with just like missing fingers and stuff because they'd be able to just perfectly shoot out like they shoot your finger off or your earlobe to teach you a lesson. They don't want to kill
Every
you.
time you go to the store, it's just been like, can you get those bananas for me? Actually, I was looking at those bananas.
You do look like a hunter in that stance. Like even your shirt now is like when you're just
Yeah.
sitting, that's like that's a cool choice
It's
that
gone.
shirt. But when you're in that stance, you're like that man killed
Yeah.
that cheetah for that.
This is pure cheetah.
When you're sitting down, it sort of just looks like you're the wacky hairdresser. But
I
as soon
have
as you
been
stand
called-
at that, then it's like, oh, he's wearing hunter. He's a big game hunter.
No,
Yeah.
I got bad with my brother-in-law called me a lesbian aunt when I wore this shirt. And I was just like, I'll take that. I like that.
that's a
That's
lot-
my look.
I feel like
bad
that's in style for sure.
Things you could be that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's totally in style.
But this is, no, it's pure
That
cheetah.
is the fun ant. Yeah.
No, but that's the closest I get to a hunting thing because I don't like getting up early.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't like doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
I
sit in
hear
that
you on that.
box.
I wish
The
that you-
blind.
if you could go hunting around 2 p.m., I'd be fine with it.
All the animals wake up early. That's the thing. Like they have no jobs.
But why aren't we going after them while they're asleep?
That's a great point.
We should go to where the animals are sleeping and just shoot them
Listen
in the
for
head
snoring.
while they're
You don't even have to
asleep.
shoot them. You can just choke them out.
Sorry. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you could just.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
Mow back. Mow back.
Just listen for the snoring and then like
Yeah.
find a bear and just like sit on its face and smother it to death.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Which part?
The death. The sweet, sweet release of death. I'm sorry, it does get better. It gets better.
I mean, when?
Yeah.
You mean like in life? Like
At the end of this
it'll
panel.
get better. Yeah, it'll get better in about 1 minute.
What?
Oh, that's not even going.
That's not going.
Forget it.
This goes till 1:30.
Oh, great. Till
It goes
2?
to 2?
What?
This goes until 2 p.m.? Well,
No way, seriously?
We are all really kind of locked in here, aren't we?
All right, okay.
So let's just
Can you lock the doors,
lock
please?
the doors.
Yes,
both
please.
them.
Are
Is
they
it
all
by the way-
troops here?
Is it possible to turn
I
these
spit
lights
so
down?
hard just now when I said
And the
bolt
house
them.
lights
It was
up
like,
more?
"Ah."
I feel like I'm being blinded by these.
I love that.
Oh.
Yes,
Intimate.
yes.
Yeah,
now
it's too
we're
early
talking.
for this. Like, I'm getting a suntan up here. I feel like I'm having at least a hot flash.
I'm so hot.
Yeah, I'm schwitzing.
Yeah. I'm gonna take my shirt off and run in the rain after this to cool down a little bit.
It's nasty out there.
Yeah. Quite a choffer.
You had a question?
Everyone would drive perfectly.
It would just be
Everybody
turn
drive
signals
perfectly.
on. You know,
You'd
I mean,
never
it'd be
see a
like,
car with no turn signal on.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, sir. I mean, if here though, you know everybody's packing, so you have to make sure to use your turn signal and don't say anything. And then I try to do a friendly honk. I do a
Yeah.
like, especially if you're at the light or something, just go like and go.
I do wish our horns
I
had
know you're
three
just
choices.
texting, but
like,
if you want to pull
just let you
forward,
know.
because the light's been
Yeah.
green for 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
at your convenience.
If you could just.
We do need different horns on our cars to communicate different emotions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
I would
just
love
two. I just need 2. I need the like the little friendly meep meep,
Yeah.
and then the Roadrunner and the Road
Hey,
Rage.
hey, you bastard! My bastard button goes, bastard, move.
Bastard, move! Or just wake up!
I could see, honestly, that would be a good thing for you. Hook up with like a Tesla kind of guy, right? You go in there and you have a little thing that's just your voice going, hey. Like, that's good.
Yeah.
Have you ever get paid to do GPS or any of
We
that?
did something for T-Mobile once.
Yeah.
Pay is questionable. I got a gig once, and
One
my
time.
agent did not let me do it. But it was at the Los Alamos testing, some like underground nuclear testing place.
What?
They contacted us, and they said when there is like the absolute worst meltdown, whatever type of disaster that happens in this top
The
security
last thing
levels.
you will hear is Dana's voice.
Dana going,
Right, everybody's fucked. I told you, you could have worked at Denny's, but no, I gotta be a scientist, ma.
what happened? Is it literally you just going
It was something like they wanted.
all
I
species
don't know
have
who
to
put
come
this
to an end
free.
at some point? It's just like a long monologue being like, and we too are just elevated primates.
But no, your work here will not go forgotten. But yeah, it was like literally like they were just supposed to say like, emergency, emergency, like something just like that.
And why wouldn't your agent let you take it?
Because they were paying like $3. I said, but it's the last thing some of these people will ever hear.
It's 100%. There's no
It's an
time to
honor.
get out.
That's the dream.
You just have to, if you hear Dana's voice going, emergency, emergency, you just have to rip off your clothes. Everyone have an orgy.
Yeah,
This
this
is the last
is time.
thing we're going to do.
This is the last thing we're gonna do.
Get the bread bowl.
But then like poor, oh God, oh no, not Greg. Oh God, Greg is like finally.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this day. Ladies, you're welcome.
Take your turns at will.
I'm just going to lay here and let you do whatever you want.
You craft your own experience.
I'm sort of a DIY situation for everybody. Nothing's off. Nothing's off limits, just so you know.
He's really suspect number one at this point.
Got a few empty spots over here if anybody's interested.
Couldn't help but notice no one is paying attention to my love hand.
We've been doing this for an hour now, and no one's really taking me up.
The end of the world.
Last
Never
chance.
gonna get a shot at this.
Never getting Greg again.
Come on, you're never gonna know.
I wrote a lot of fan fiction about this. Not the way Envision. Sorry, Captain Planet, yes. What playing what? Hot Wheels. Stay away from him. Don't go near him.
Is that one of your characters? Is that one of your many characters?
I don't know.
Hot Wheels?
No.
Is it like a sex move you're talking about? What is this?
Oh, you're
Well,
talking about like the
I know
Nicole
Hot
Kidman-
Wheels is a toy car, but what are you?
You're talking about the
think
scene
no,
like that
this
movie?
is what it is. You take your pants down, and then you put jelly all over your butt cheeks, and they slap you with a Hot Wheels
With the
track.
track.
Yeah.
That's what I was picturing too.
See, I thought it was like you're driving it up the legs like that Tom Cruise Nicole Kidman movie, with the one they met on.
Oh.
What is that called?
Days of Thunder.
Days of
Oh,
Thunder.
Days of Thunder.
I was
When
going
he
to say
does-
Wheels of Thunder. which also
Is that
sounds
like
it could be.
a scene where Nicole Kidman's like spitting out Hot Wheels tracks?
Well, there's like a,
or
there's a
Hot Wheels
romantic,
cars?
like sexy scene where
Oh.
little tiny Tom Cruise, he has his little cards. It would look big next to him.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
he
They had
put it
that for Hollywood. They had to make an extra tiny one
Extra
so it
small.
looked
Yeah.
like normal in a normal hand.
So he drove it up Nicole Kidman's leg, and he was like, vroom, vroom, and she was like, oi, oi. Right.
He's like, "Do you ever talk about anything other than cars?" Real boring.
No. But I drive stick.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Ugh.
Greg, get out of here.
We just rewrote that movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only 45 minutes left.
Days of Thunder fans, Greg's happy to talk about it. Another lull. You'll notice the
We have 45 minutes left.
Yeah.
We're not just wasting time here. This is premium.
This is
This is what you pay for when you come in here.
seriously.
Tell you what. Yeah, you got a problem with it? Go next door to whatever the hell's going over there. Make a turkey or something. Whatever, some kind
Yeah.
of cosplay. Sew your own buttons or whatever it is.
That's actually really cool.
You don't
That
need
would
to be
cool.
here.
Yeah, I would do that.
I mean, I would like it. I like the ones that are actually instructional.
Yeah.
Because all the reason we do this instead of, I don't like all the panels because it's like people just coming in and they talk about how great it is.
That they're
That
doing
thing
what
they
they're
did
doing.
7 years
Yeah,
ago,
yeah.
that video game I was on, and I know it's.
Yeah, we're going to do that tonight at the Adult Swim panel.
That's right,
It's going to be a big, everybody going, how great is this?
Yeah.
yes. The one yesterday, like I said, was more sparsely attended than right now. However, it was in the biggest room in
It
this
was
building.
really a big room, yeah.
There
And
could have been
that's fair.
2,000 people in there, but it still felt like there were 3 people in
It's just potential meets reality.
there. Yes.
I think is just incredible. You
Yeah.
know, that feeling where we're like, this is how much we've disappointed.
Yeah.
That's right.
But the people who were there were amazing.
The thing with Adult Swim always that some people don't realize or think about who are involved with Adult Swim is in the universe of fandom. Adult Swim is like such a tiny, like 90% of American population does not even know what it is.
I still,
But when the people who work there think like, you know, because in Atlanta, like, well, that's one of the 2 big things, like,
Yes.
you know, and everybody
it's a
knows.
big deal.
It's so immensely minuscule.
But to the people that it matters to,
Yes.
it is some of the most, it's just so nice to come out here and you see the real fans, the real people
That's
that want to watch it and they're into the content. Because, yes, do I have to describe what Adult Swim is often? Especially to Uber drivers. People ask me what I've done, what I do, why am I here, what have I done, and then I
Oh,
say
man.
Adult Swim, and then they're like, you work at a pool, and you're like, no, it's actually a thing. I actually am surprised. I need to explain this to you. It's like 25 years old. It's like a cultural phenomenon, and then you explain it, and they're like, cartoons, and you're like, you're like, oh, Cartoon Network. They know Cartoon Network.
yeah.
But
Now
mostly
I
just
have a-
because it's something they have to watch when they go to get their dialysis
I mean,
at the hospital. Like they're
Right.
not, they don't know.
Now I have an out that immediately, because, you know, they used to be like, oh, what do you do? Well, so what have I heard you on?
Oh, man.
And I'm like, nothing, lady. Nothing.
Yeah.
You haven't heard me.
Unless I did a thing on Bullwinkle in the 60s. I'm guessing the last time you. But now I can go. I just go like, it's not a lie, but I say like, oh, well, I did a voice on SpongeBob.
Great.
And then like, oh, because before like, well, there's a cup and a meatball and they're like,
It's a
and then
hard-
this- every word out my mouth they're giving more like the what the fuck face, like the what?
Yeah. It's exactly like
And this is made. It's on television.
when the
so
show
what?
was pitched.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you show up
Yeah.
and you're like, it's a meatball, it's a milkshake,
Huh?
and it's a thing of fries.
What?
They're roommates, but they're superheroes. They live inside a small house, and then they're just like Get away from me.
Please leave. Yes. Something's not right with you.
Yeah, but people love it.
They do. But I will say, because Natalie had never seen Aqua Teen before. My wife had never seen Aqua Teen. And
Still, you married her.
I did. Yes, it was before.
I told you.
But I did sit her down. I was like, I'm going to do this with you. I'm going to make you watch it. And she did the thing where she watched it. And then she was like, I love this energy. But I can't physically understand a word that the people are saying on the show. And I was like, that's the idea. That's literally like what we did. I was like, exactly. Like, it's so good, you know. And I grew up on it. If it
when
makes
you
feel
show
better.
something and they don't want to say something bad about it.
No, she did
Like,
good.
Or like your idea, like, you have great energy.
What
Yeah,
you
yeah.
But
just, I've gotten that
You're
a lot.
totally wrong
I've
for
gotten
what
that.
we're, like, yeah.
I've gotten off stage after bombing, and I don't even want to look at anyone or talk to
Yeah,
anyone,
yeah.
and someone will say, did you have fun? No, I did not have fun. Did that look fun?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like coming
Did
out
you
of my
have fun?
colonoscopy, just being like, was it fun in there?
Well, that is,
You
yes,
enjoying your
that is
life?
fun, because you just sleep the whole time.
Yeah,
And then you end up with some cool pictures afterwards.
I just, honestly, I want to get my footage so then I can run commentary over the footage.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pop it on the internet.
that's great.
pop it
Oh.
on the internet.
Yeah.
I got to go get it done. I haven't had it done yet.
Oh, you got to get
I
it
keep
done.
getting, well, the
Come
thing
up
is,
to the room.
No,
I
no,
actually-
they
I
said
have a whole setup.
They said you don't get it. Oh, that's what you were doing up there.
You just hear the machine going all night.
But you're
Ow!
just a line of people down the hallway waiting for their. But you're real medical about it. You put the gloves on. It's very
The
sterile.
little mirror.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take all I got. First of all, let's take a look at it. Let's pop the hood open.
It's well, let's warm her up. We don't need to go right into it. That's a line of people down the hallway, all in
man.
front of your room.
It's because health insurance is the true disaster that's going on in this country.
Well, they told me I couldn't get it until I was 50.
Why?
Insurance wouldn't pay for it.
What?
I'm telling you.
That's insane.
It's
a
a
great
scam.
doctor.
I have
It's a
one.
scam.
I'm not 50.
But you're a lady.
What does that mean? Oh,
You're
like
going to-
people want
you're
to
going
just
to
do it for
Africa
free.
and stuff.
Yeah.
They got to make sure you're not, you're all right before you go,
I guess.
or when you came back or something.
It was after I came back. Yeah.
Yeah, she told me I could.
It was like the day after I came back,
When
too,
you came
which
from
was
the
not
US
a good idea.
But when you came back from did you have to get a bunch of shots and stuff before you
I
went
did.
over? You had to do all that?
A whole bunch of vaccinations.
That's
yeah.
crazy. That's so intense.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I want to go. I want to perform for the troops.
Yeah.
I want to go up there and just be like, I had a dream. I dreamed it for Euros. Get off! You suck! Like,
the worst one. Why are they so mean?
and if it wasn't for me, Bernie. They're all just like, this is the best singer I've ever seen.
Bring your
Oh,
own little
man.
backdrop, little red curtain,
It's mean.
and a salute to Broadway.
Just unfurl that backdrop. It's all wrinkled
Setting it
from
all
being
up.
in your back.
Just another minute. Somebody want to give me a hand.
Just cut to me handcuffed in a cave. Just left behind in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
But still doing. I had a dream. He will not shut up. Who is the torturer and who is the tortured?
We
I
have
don't
made-
know anymore.
We have made him our head torturer.
Hey, what's your name?
Tell me, top 5 Broadway songs. Don't worry, I'll tell you.
By tomorrow, it's a salute to Jerry Herman. Oh, God, not Jerry Herman night. A little show called Mac and Mabel. Sweet
They're all just racking their guns.
Another lull. You notice
This is
just to
called.
take a breath, reflect a little bit.
We don't
check
need
on
to-
everybody, make sure everybody's feeling okay.
Does it need to be a bit a minute?
Yeah.
All right, we're here now. We have 38 more minutes.
Not about that.
We're here. We're relaxing in. This is again. You got. It's a lot of walking. It's nice to sit. You know, there's some people out there. You're overwhelmed by the stimulus outside.
Yeah.
You come in here.
Too much out there.
And then get overwhelmed by the stimulus in here, and then you
Yeah.
leave.
But you know more about bread bowls? 2 girls, 2 cups?
Yep.
Would have been helpful.
2
Or
girls.
2 girls soup
Series
tureen?
of cups. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Many
then-
cups.
Yep. You learn about health insurance, colonoscopies.
Yeah. Colonoscopies at
Yep.
50.
That's just a wrap up of what we've done so far, but I don't
Where
know what
will it
else.
go? Where will it go? Henry is the greatest torturer in all of
With the
Al-Qaeda?
with the book, the series, and the libretto of Mac and Mabel.
Yes, the Jerry Herman songbook.
So, you got questions?
Oh, we
No, you just stretch
Oh,
them.
we got a couple.
No,
It's a chili.
Not
Chili,
so
it's its own
much.
subdivision.
It's its own name. It's like sandwich.
It's in the same neighborhood for sure,
Yeah.
though.
It takes the same amount of teeth to eat it.
Oh, see, now that's a little different.
That's-
a Skyline
that's
chili.
something else. And I
Skyline
don't
chili is
mean-
more like a topping.
And I don't mean to disparage. It's
I love
gross.
Skyline chili. Don't get me wrong.
Do you actually like that
Love
chili?
it. Love it. When I worked in
had it.
Cleveland, Ohio, I used to drive to Parma because there was a Skyline chili there
Italy?
on my day off. No, Parma, Ohio.
Oh.
Famous,
Over
made famous
Parma
in the
tonight.
Drew Carey show, yes.
Yeah.
But I would drive to Parma because there are three things on my day off. I had Monday off, so I'd drive to Parma in the morning. I'd drop my dirty clothes off at the wash and fold laundromat. Okay? Number one, you drop those off.
Now, this is in the 2000s? Or is this
Oh, yeah, no.
1975?
Yeah, no. This was 2000s.
Okay.
Definitely 2000s.
Yep.
Drop the laundry off, then go to the Skyline Chili, have a chili five-way with the spaghetti and all the shit, and then go to the movies.
Onions, right? The onions and cheese.
Onions, cheese, beans, spaghetti.
And then you'd last through a movie?
Yeah.
Without spraying
it off.
diarrhea all over the inside
That's
of
like
your
what
pants.
my plate accidentally looks like at the Sizzler, like the buffet where I've mixed too many foods
Well, that's how
together
they did
now.
it. Like,
yeah.
you got macaroni salad in.
Yeah.
And then
with
for
the-
those of you that don't know, Skyline chili has got like cinnamon in it.
Yeah.
It's got like it's
Oh.
whole other
Greek
That's
style
interesting.
chili.
I gotta try it.
It's delicious.
I mean,
You can get cans of it. They sell it canned.
I'm looking at the two of you saying the opposite things right now, and I still want to try it.
It's great. You'll love it.
I especially want to
And
try
the
it now.
Coney, so the
There's
other way
one
you
by
can
me
get
in
it there.
Florida.
I've been to it.
Oh, in Fort Lauderdale?
Yes.
Whoa.
I went there with Brooks Brazelman.
Okay.
He was house sitting at somebody named Dixie something who does a drag. This is the greatest act in the universe. This person, they're a drag queen, right?
Yeah.
They do a Tupperware party. That's the show, okay?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
So
where they're
get this.
selling Tupperware.
But that's the whole show. Like, she has a little story and a little song and dance, but basically she's also like, and these tumblers, they're my favorite tumblers. Ooh, woo. But
love
then,
that.
get this.
Yeah, I love this.
So
this
people
concept.
pay to go to the show. Then afterwards, she's got her minions selling the Tupperware that she was displaying. She's like the #1 salesman of Tupperware in America.
That's incredible.
So she gets
amazing.
double money. She
Whoa.
gets paid the tickets, and then also
Get nice high quality
sells all this Tupperware.
Yeah,
That's
that's
brilliant.
nice.
It's like
That
double
is
paycheck.
Brilliant.
It's incredible. And she
Wow.
only sells like 3 things. She sells a set of cups and like a set of bowls with the lid and some other thing. But that's all she needs to sell.
Two
Her
girls
house,
in
however.
a fine set of Tupperware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that would have been very helpful.
That's good. And then that
Yeah.
could be anything. It could just be people
Especially
singing
with
and
the
dancing.
lid, you know?
Yeah.
Special neat lid, super crucial on
Yeah. Yeah.
Soup. Okay. I can't. Okay. We're ready to go, but we have the lid, right? Because it is super crucial. What's he talking about? The lid? What do we need a lid for? Oh, God. Oh, where is that lid? I told you.
Where are they?
Super? I didn't say crucial.
None of these
Super
lids
crucial.
will fit. And then
Oh,
you're doing
God.
the Tupperware thing where you're searching for the lids because now you got the base,
Oh,
but the
yeah.
lid's
That's
gone.
right.
Have you heard about this?
You
Have you
open
seen
that
this with the
cabinet
Tupperware?
and then all the lids just flow,
Yeah.
they flow
Have you
out
seen
like
this?
an avalanche.
Have you dealt with this before? You go in there and you're like, what is this, some kind of avalanche?
Yeah.
Oh, it's stand-up
It's
comedian.
just some kind of, it's just some kind of plastic avalanche. Listen, let me tell you about my wife.
Which is just.
You see? You
You're-
see
do-
this?
Stand up and do stand-up position again. Now, just really, it's only 1 degree different from expert marksman, Hunter. Yeah, now stand up, Hunter. Yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
it's just really
It's
foot
so
placement.
subtle.
Really. It's just-
It's about weight
Yeah.
distribution.
that's
What
right.
are you wondering?
yeah, I can see your center rising
Yeah.
and falling.
You didn't know you'd get an acting class out of this, huh?
It's that easy.
Character work.
You're welcome.
That's impressive.
Another
Yeah.
too useful once again.
All you need is a stage. Just ask the boys overseas.
He was the worst act we ever had. And I've seen Bob Hope 3 times.
Are you sick of killing? How about we do a little dancing?
We begged him to leave. He would not stop.
And now, my
all left.
monologue from
We just-
Sibylline.
Yes, we heard his wistful rendition of Climb Every Mountain from back in the barracks. He refused to stop.
The soldiers are like, I'm going to go back out and risk my life.
I actually,
I'd rather, yeah.
I love killing. That's not true, though. Our boys really, they sacrifice a lot. And our women over
Yeah,
there.
Men and women.
So I think it's
Sure.
important for us to maybe have a moment of silence for the troops. That's it. And I think it means a lot.
accidentally walked in on a female soldier in the bathroom.
Oh.
And yeah, in this big tent that was the toilets. And there weren't doors on the stalls. It was like one long shower curtain, or no, a bunch of shower curtains on one long rod, okay? And I didn't see any feet. And so I really enthusiastically, wah! And there's just a soldier sitting there. And I just go, thank you for your service.
That's incredible. That's all they need to hear.
And the reason I said thank you was because I'm one of those over apologizers, and I'm really trying to retrain my brain to say thank you instead of I'm sorry. You know, that's a thing. So now
wow.
it's like before the I'm sorry comes out, I'm like, thank you. Ah!
Is that like literally a thing
Yeah.
they tell you to do?
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
Unless you actually hurt someone, you should apologize, of course. But for
Yeah,
the
you can't
people who
really-
over apologize,
I'll
You know.
thank you
yes.
for me hitting you with my car.
Yes. Thank you. I was too rushed today, and you've
you-
slowed me down with your body.
Hitting you on your bicycle has shown me that I need to take more time for myself.
Yes.
And I just really got to
Thank
stop
you.
rushing, and I just need to be in the moment.
I have true gratitude for your broken femur.
What has shown me about how I'm actually good enough.
Your skull fracture has really shown me how precious my life is.
I don't need more than me. You know?
Show me how more important my life is than those around me. And I want to thank you for that.
Yeah.
Because you are all NPCs in a world where I'm the only person that's in reality, and you're all part of my fantasy grid that I've created, and you don't exist when I go to sleep. That's it.
And now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be getting on with my day.
I'll be gone with my day as the main character of the universe.
Runs over them again.
Thank you. Fump, fump.
Thanks again.
Climb every mountain. I'm off.
I had a dream. I love that song. I'll sing that song.
Do it.
I actually don't remember the rest of the lyrics.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. It's already been a long day.
Liar. Empty promises.
That's what this panel is
No,
about.
that's also a brag. Like, I'll sing that song. Don't
get me
I'll
started.
do it.
Actually, let's roll that back.
Yeah.
You know what I did the other day? We did accidental at a living room party. We did a full like karaoke night at like 1:45. It was one of those nights. It was like a full karaoke night happened inside of a living room, which was awesome. But then I didn't realize how much and how well I knew Tracy Chapman's Fast Car.
Ooh.
That's a good song. Sad one.
Yeah.
Brings the room down.
Oh. Sing it.
Especially at 1:45.
It's fast enough we can fly away. We gotta make a decision. Live not him down this way. It's all about how daddy's an alcoholic, but she moved in to take care of him, you know?
Yeah.
But then to her and her brother and sister trying to live. It's hard. There people have a harder life than this. And they go out there and like she knows she can work in the convenience store, they can make it out, but her mama, she get like, left the father because the father had a bad drinking problem. It's actually a beautiful song.
That is way too much information for one song.
Yeah.
It's
That should
really
be like a 4-song cycle or
it's
something.
it's nice because it's not fly me to the moon. You know what I mean?
It's not fun, in other words.
Not
and
joyful.
empowering
Yeah.
to white men.
It's a beautiful song about struggle, small towns.
Yeah. You think like an opera song compared to Fast Car, they'll say one phrase like "I love you." They'll say that for 5 minutes, just
Long
repeating
time.
real long and over.
So you're saying that they were buying time?
Filler,
Filler.
padding,
Yeah.
stretch.
Yeah.
They have
They're
TV
getting
then.
this
So
from
people like
offstage.
the guy's like, "Hey, I'm paying $5 for this show. This better be 3 hours long.
Hey.
Be a minimum."
Make it another longer.
Yeah.
If you sing a longer, the show is a longer.
And then boom, hey, we got our show. Hey, I write one song. Boom, bada bing, I got our song.
And they said yours it was Deflator Mouse. Isn't it a bat?
Yes.
Is that what it is, right?
The Flater Mouse.
Is
Yes.
it Deflator Mouse? And
A
then
bat.
they go and they
Yeah.
just like a bat guy, and
Yeah.
that guy is
That's
like.
right.
But but that's what the musical's about. Isn't that what
Yeah.
opera's about? Is it about bats?
Yeah, it's about a bat.
It's all about bats. It's always
Yeah.
about bats.
Oh, we're losing the opera fans.
They gotta go.
How dare they talk about
Another
the Flater Mouse?
Another misrepresentation of Deflator Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go out there with your hentais. I know where you're going.
Man, struck a nerve.
Really did.
Yeah.
I mean, I
know.
think it's because a lot of people thought that the panel might end at 1:30. I think a lot of
On
people
my
thought
schedule, that's what it said, but
If a lot of people thought, but then a lot of people never came in the first place.
that. No,
So-
we actually, this
no,
is great.
this is
Hold on.
listen for anything I've been involved with. This is incredible.
This is really good. This is a good. I like this crowd. You're responsive. No one's asleep. I don't see anybody crying. Is that Pickle Rick? You're just pointing at
Yeah.
your.
And as Bojangles, in reference to Dino,
Oh, I thought that was just. So that's just a bunch
Dino
of cold Bojangles?
fakely punched a guy in the face here who was wearing a Pickle Rick because he bought chicken and biscuit sandwiches for everybody, and one guy came in dressed as Pickle Rick and took a sandwich and then just left. And Dino went out and brought him back in. Now, jokingly, he was grabbing the thing and punching
Sending
over
it to
here,
Dino.
so it wasn't really punching the guy in the face.
But that's still
But
like
then
you
the
can't do that.
guy,
You can't.
yeah.
I was here for that, and last GalaxyCon, I made you a promise I would bring you some chicken.
See?
Oh
there
my
it is.
God.
There's your chicken. That's
chicken.
your chicken.
Well, bring it up here. I mean, I'm going to look at it. Wow.
Oh wow! Look, it's in good shape.
Did you buy it after the last GalaxyCon?
Did you get attacked by a bunch of dogs?
No, no. The last GalaxyCon, he promised he was going to get it. He went
this
right
from
after the
last-
GalaxyCon and went and bought it. He's had it in the trunk of his car to keep it nice and.
One day.
That's very nice. Thank you.
That's very nice.
Unbelievable.
All right. I just sent that to the gang.
Did you send the box?
I had fried chicken for breakfast.
Wait.
Yeah, I
bring
did
the
too.
box over here.
I got that chicken
Hold
fried chicken.
on.
We went to Big Ed's. You guys been to Big Ed's? It was good. That was really good. Really intense.
Wait, yeah.
I like, I like a fried chicken. I like the wing. I like the wing,
You like a fried
That's
wing?
really epic.
the fried chicken wing. Yeah,
Really?
like that, and I like chicken wings too, but I only like the flats.
Oh my god.
But when I get fried chicken, first piece, I can hardly hold myself back from
You only like the flats?
only like the flats.
I only like the drums.
We're made another thing of our lasting marriage.
Wow, that's amazing. Another love moment. I eat both. You're wasting chicken. You got to eat all of
Well,
it.
no, but here's
No,
the
you
thing.
gotta find the person that
Completes you.
You got there's a lid for every pot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lady in the Tramp.
My friend Christine, not my wife Christine, my friend Christine, we were always perfect too because she likes the red and green Sour Patch Kids, and I like the yellow and the orange ones. I think she's an idiot for not liking the yellow and orange ones.
That's actually very rare because I find that
Yeah.
the yellow and the orange of any gummy is
They're
the
the best.
worst of the varietal.
Well, you think they're the worst?
Yes.
Well, you're nuts too.
Lemon and orange are not that pleasant.
Oh, fantastic.
I like them all.
Okay, hold on a minute then. What flavor is the green one?
Green.
Lime.
Ah, right.
It's green.
And the red. What
it
flavor is
lime?
red? Red flavor?
Red.
Yeah. You bite into that yellow one, you're like,
It's
lemon.
too- no,
Classic
no.
lemon.
See, I buy yellow
Fantastic.
one, I literally go like, that's yellow.
No.
'Cause it tastes
It's like
yellow.
the drink at the grocery store. They have that thing of purple drink and
Yeah,
orange
yeah,
drink.
yeah, yeah.
Orange gets a pass.
Where'd he go?
Because that's also the
Where-
fruit
oh,
is the
Pickle
color.
went to the back.
He went to the back.
Okay.
Honestly, the smell of the Bojangles
Dino,
is...
first of all, laughed at the photo.
I'm close.
Okay, you made Dino laugh.
Oh.
But then he said, "I've never fucking had Bojangles."
Well, He'll be back.
Oh, my
He'll be back.
goodness.
As soon as the sheriff allows him back in town, he'll be back here. He's just waiting. He calls him up every time there's a show.
Yeah.
Still yet, Chief? Not yet.
Not yet.
Stamakatopoulos. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Damn Greeks.
What do you like about the flats? What is it about the flats that
Better, crispier.
crispier? There's more crisp you find.
And I don't like, you get the drumette. You get all these little pieces of other little shit you don't want, like a little bit extra
I like the
cartilage in
sinew.
there. And
I like the sinew. I like
me.
chewing on it.
No.
I also like that it's like a little drumstick. And I makes me feel big.
the
Makes
best
you feel
chicken.
huge, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
like.
very small.
I'm with you on that. That's why I like sliders too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then I go like, yeah, I'm like Shaq.
Yeah, and pigs in a blanket.
Shaq.
I will have a slider now.
yeah. Like,
Icy
being like,
hot.
Look at this huge sandwich. Yeah. Oh,
Call
every
the
time.
general.
Yeah, and it's not just years of weed.
Yeah.
I like feeling big.
I think it's hard to get the chicken meat out of between the two bones. It's like you
That's the
can't-
fun part.
Key is
That's the fun part.
You
and
either
I
do
like
one or
to
the
eat
other.
it in front of a live chicken and let them know what I'll do to them if they
listen. Guess what I did, chicken? I threw the rest of you away.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
killed you. I
Killed your
just
brother.
ate your legs.
Why?
Because
Now eat your soup.
Because
Yeah.
eat your fucking soup.
Yeah,
Or shove your ass in a bread bowl.
I keep the chickens alive. I just take off their legs.
Just the legs.
And keep the chickens
It's like
as
the old
pets.
chickens' homes. They're all
Yeah.
like on crutches,
Actually,
like
yeah,
Tiny
little
Tim.
wheelchairs.
That kind of
Little
honestly, that'd be
wheelchair.
kind of nice. Veteran style.
Or they're like the scrappy ones that they learn to roll. They're like, hey, I'll be right back.
Using their
like
wings.
when there's the little, like the guys at the beach who have like, they don't have legs, but they have the little skateboard they
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah. Little
kind of thing.
skateboards, that's perfect.
So you're creating opportunities for them to rise above.
That's right.
Just eating all their
By
legs.
chopping their legs off and
Just-
eating them.
Yeah, just eating their
The
legs.
best chicken wings, no question. No, they're not even an argument. J.R. Crickets. You ever been to J.R. Crickets in Atlanta?
I've passed it many times and I've never went in.
Go.
Is Woody's? You guys been to Woody's? They boast the chicken wings there. Is it good?
Come on.
I make really good chicken wings.
My brother does too.
How do you do them?
I parboil them first, and then I dry them. They're really dry, so they get really crispy, and then I bake them with seasoning, and then toss them in homemade buffalo.
Do you make a rub?
No,
What do you put on them?
Seasoning.
just like salt. You mainly need salt, but salt,
Just
pepper,
puts a bunch of salt.
and maybe some paprika, oregano.
I like a smoked paprika.
Yeah.
I was smoking them for a while during 2020. My
Oh, yeah,
family
smoked
bought me.
wings are nice.
They bought me a smoker.
Yeah.
It was bad because
Oh.
my wife doesn't eat meat.
Oh no.
So it was just me alone. I'd make a whole.
That's why you have that colonoscopy
Yeah.
equipment to give yourself a check every day.
was because I would eat it while it was
You
running.
need-
Yeah.
Just to sort of
Whoop.
keep it going on
You
the
just
side.
have the sleep
Fire
with
in the
it
hole.
inserted.
Yeah.
That's where you go to sleep to, just watching the monitor.
Yep.
I like to watch something when I go to bed.
Bye, poo poos. Bye, poo poos.
Night polyps.
Night polyps. We gotta write that children's book. Night, sacred
That could
night
be
to
our-
all your polyps.
That could be our band name, the Night Polyps. Welcome, Devon and the Night Polyps. Let's get the show started.
Whoa!
I love this band.
Live polyps.
Well, they have a new bassist.
Because one of them sadly died of colon cancer.
Aw.
I'm sorry. I saw literal shock face. That person never existed. That was a bit. That didn't happen. The night polyps aren't real. We're not celebrating rectal cancer in a musical fashion.
no.
In reality.
Yeah.
But if we were,
If we were,
that would be a great way to do it.
that should be allowed. I
just-
think that should be allowed, and I think you're fascists for even shaking your head at the concept of the night polyps. Because, yeah, they might be dying of terminal cancer, but they should be allowed to sing about it.
I just like that you have to stick the microphone up your butt to hear the polyps.
What's that joke? There's a joke sort of like that. The guy, he goes
No wonder
into
this
a...
mother smells so bad.
Yeah. Oh, were the night polyps here last night?
I thought it was because Ron Perlman was here last night.
Whoa!
He's a apparently very nice man. I've never met him. I just assume he has bad breath, but I shouldn't.
Wait, I detect notes of Ron Perlman.
I am waiting to come to one of these when he's here because I think he's going to kill me. Because I did this show called Paradise PD,
Yeah.
and I have nothing at all against.
There's no
I've
applause
done
break.
a show.
Where's the applause break? Thank you.
I did a show called Paradise PD. Netflix is full. But for whatever reason, so they used to make fun of lots of celebrities in that show, and Waco and Roger, like, he's Yucko the Clown. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's he like grown up?
Quiet. But they're still both crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
sure.
both crazy, but they're both like the most normal. You'd never know they have this
History
mind
of being
of
crazy
it's
people.
absolutely insane. But they started doing all this stuff with Ron Perlman, and it was not by choice, but it fell upon me to do the voice of Ron Perlman. But all the voices always just like it was just like ooga booga,
Ron Perlman no like.
you're kind of like Cookie Monster, but they made him just like a total Neanderthal
Well,
looking.
it's a fun name.
Yeah.
It's a good name to hit.
Ron Perlman no like each show. Make fun of Ron.
Ooga booga, like it was all that. And like
He's supposed to be very nice.
Yeah, I would only hear nice things.
He's supposed. I bet you he'd laugh at it.
Well,
I
I
think
did an
so.
episode of Chowder
agree.
with him a long time ago, but he's like, you know, he carries himself like, I'm the coolest guy in the universe.
Well, isn't he very big?
Yes.
See, that's uncommon amongst actors. I think those guys, the big actors, they're way more like.
Yeah, he's like
because small actors. I saw Kurt Russell once. Kurt Russell is your size. Like he's
Stop.
like he's
Oh, yeah.
all
Stop.
head. He's all head. He's maybe 5'4".
He's
maybe.
like he's built like a Funko Pop.
Yes.
that's right.
But it's Kurt Russell. So you
My
go
God.
like seeing him because his hair is incredible.
Yeah.
And he's right there. He's so small.
Oh
but
my
he does
God.
see he had a big hat on too. You know, like and he comes in like little tiny legs. And I didn't know he had such tiny legs.
You'd
I don't-
think he'd wear looser pants. Like, he doesn't need to wear the capri pants.
Yeah.
He's going in. Well, he's Kurt Russell. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
He can do
love-
whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's handsome.
He is.
But yeah, I think Ron Perlman would actually.
Wow.
Well, they
forgive you.
asked him for the
Wow.
very last episode because they were going to have him, like, it was going to pull back from the Ooga Booga stuff, and it was, oh, hi, Tyler. It's going to be, like, him sitting in a chair in his living room, turning the television off and going, I hate this show.
That's funny.
Ron Perlman was not pleased with the pitch.
Yeah, so well, you know.
I believe he told us all they could go do something with their heads and their assholes and
Oh.
yeah.
All right, well maybe he won't. No, maybe he will.
And,
He
and
might attack you.
sometimes on that show, I can't remember who it was. There were like 2 or 3 different celebrities that they had something really. I mean, it was very funny.
Yeah.
They had something in there in the episode, and Netflix came back and said, like, no, you have to pick someone else. Like, it can't be whatever. I can't remember who it was, but, like, it can't be this person because that person was doing a project for Netflix, and they
Yes.
didn't want to piss them off.
Because also you find out who's prickly and who's not prickly. Because there are some
Right.
people that love to be made fun of, and
Yeah.
then you find out real quick who doesn't
Yeah.
want to be made fun of because
Yeah.
sometimes they send letters in the mail.
I know at the Palm, you know, they put, like, caricatures up on the wall of all
Yeah.
the celebrities. We were there, and, like, the guy was doing a drawing, and I was like, oh, anybody ever not like? And he's like, yeah, Bill Maher. So I drew Bill Maher. He looked at it. He ripped it up.
Whoa.
He threw a piece of steak at me.
What?
He ripped the picture up and
That's
threw it back
too
in my
sensitive.
face.
That's
I
too
said, what?
sensitive.
Why would he? He said his
Wait.
head was too big. It's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And it's like a old caricature.
caricature.
Like, what do? You like riding bikes? Sure. They put the little body on the bottom to show something about your personality, but it's mostly this big
But
dummy
why
head.
did he have a piece of steak with him?
It's a Palm Steakhouse. He was eating
Oh,
dinner.
at the steakhouse.
Oh,
I
yeah,
missed
he's
that
eating
part.
dinner, and they're like,
Okay.
mind if we put you up on the wall? And he's like, not at all. And then he saw it and
Oh.
gets furious,
And he just flung.
ripped it up.
Oh.
Now he's
I
vegetarian.
don't like wasting food.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
That's steak. That's good. That's good meat.
Yeah.
Don't you waste good meat.
Throw
Yeah.
meat away on my watch.
That's good meat.
Not on my watch, Bill Maher. Oh, I thought Hunter was coming back. Hunter guy.
Oh, yeah.
He looked real close. Ooh, don't make me get out of this chair. Ooh-doo-doo.
You got a problem with my caricature, Bill? Maher?
I like how I drifted so far for part of that story. I was in my own little world. I'm like, where'd the steak come into play?
Well, that's the best part about having 3 people. Because finally you're here, so sometimes I can also not think. But then you have to go and you're like, oh, yes, there's an audience. Oh, wow. Oh, yes, I'm here. See, but that's the beauty. Live theater. You never know what's going to happen.
I mean, you can pretty much guess, but
It's this.
It's not much more
Yeah.
than this.
12 minutes.
Yeah.
But we're going to crush this last 12 minutes. Has your time been wasted?
This is bonus
Then
time.
honestly, we fucked up. Because
Yeah.
we were supposed to
Yeah.
waste their time.
Yeah.
shame on us for not wasting the
We
guy
shoulda
in the
wasted your
Steamboat
time.
Willie
Yeah.
tie-dye shirt.
Yeah.
Steamboat Willie's free.
Yeah.
We got him.
We got him, everybody.
We got him. Everybody's least favorite mouse.
I didn't know people were waiting on this, you
No,
know,
well,
but
you know
we're
the-
waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. I got one by, that there's a shirt company that I'm obsessed with called Meth Syndicate. There's the ridiculous shirts, and it was just Steamboat Willie, and it just says "fuck you, asshole" underneath it. And I was like, that is good and direct.
Yeah. No beating around the bush with that one. You
get
know
right into
exactly.
it. But yeah, the Steamboat Willie stuff is going to be, we're going to see one in probably an adult film. There's going to be an adult film Steamboat Willie at some point.
Willie's
And we're all
studio,
gonna
he's having sex with somebody, but then he also rips her mouth open and plays the xylophone
No,
on her
it-
teeth and
it's-
stuff like in Steamboat Willie where
It's 2 Steamboat Willies, 1 cup.
I don't even want to hear describe the move,
Yeah.
what a Steamboat Willie would be.
you know what a Steamboat Willie is.
I think it's
we
pooping in
know.
somebody's ear. Yeah.
It's a floater. It's a floater. Yes. It's got to be under 30 degrees. Water at least 50 degrees.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of science to it. People
They're
don't
actually-
know how much science
They're
there is
doing
to
a
it.
Steamboat Willie coloring thing around the corner.
At 2, it switches over from hentai to Steamboat Willie.
Oh, a sweet little family came in and just left.
They're like,
Yeah,
what
as
in
they
the living
should.
hell is happening?
You're welcome. Thank you.
You like come back. Animate. Come back.
Hey, Raleigh, everybody. Hey. Did you see? So I haven't
You heard
seen
this?
it.
You think? You
Hey,
see this?
Have you heard about this? You see this thing? The people walk down the street. You see this thing? You know what I'm talking about? They just walk right wherever they're going.
You heard about
You
this?
seen this thing?
Am I right?
All right, he knows what I'm talking about.
This guy. Crazy shirt.
This guy.
The Blood and Honey.
Huh? What?
The Winnie the Pooh horror
Oh,
movie.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not. It's dumb.
I heard it's not very good.
It's not good. I mean, because they had to make it really fast because it was in that window of time because it went in and out, and so it's not very good. No.
I mean, why didn't they just make it before, but just wait till that time to release it?
I think that is kind of what they did. I think they
Oh.
shot a bunch of it and knew it was going to have a small window, and then they just pooped it out.
And what was it? It was the AA Milne. It wasn't the copyright lapse. It wasn't Disney.
I don't know.
It was.
I don't know.
Oh.
I have a.
Oh, they're making a Steamboat Willie horror movie, of course.
Yeah, they're gonna make everything.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Did you see the thing the other day with the earthquake in Japan and the announcements that they were doing in Disneyland?
With Eeyore.
With Eeyore?
I heard Eeyore
yeah.
saved the
no,
day, man.
Everyone hit the ground. They're like, prepare for an earthquake. It was really scary. So all the people attending the park are just on the ground, and Eeyore is just like kind of dancing.
I can't
Over
get
the-
down.
Yeah, I literally can't lay
I
down.
can't sit out of this.
I can't.
Somebody unzip me.
But that's the magic of Disney. Is that the ground could have cracked open and Eeyore sort of been like, oh bother, like sliding into the plasma.
That's what Eeyore wants, ultimately.
Yeah, he's just looking for the release of death.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all he wants.
Eeyore has been wanting to die for decades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly,
We gotta go down with the
there's
ship.
so many ways he could have killed himself and never did it.
Yeah.
That
So
just
really,
shows-
it sounds like he just likes complaining more than
Attention. He just wants
he
attention.
just wants attention.
Don't we
Yeah.
all? I just want to hear someone, I want to have a witness to my sadness.
Yeah.
That's not my wife. So you bring it out to the world.
Oh,
witness
we all
too
see
much
it.
of
We
it.
all see it.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I ain't sad. How dare you call me, how dare you think I'm vulnerable?
That real cheetah?
Yes.
I mean,
This is brand new cheetah. I didn't even know. I didn't resource this. This isn't old cheetah. This is new cheetah. Got it myself. Waited till it was sleeping. Let's bring it all the way back around.
Yeah.
Choked
Waited
her
till it
out.
was sleeping, and I choked it out, and I skinned it. It was great.
Sleeping cheetah.
Yep.
turns out she had cubs. Did it right in front of him.
And that's where these mittens came from.
Just
And the socks.
finger socks.
And these Speedos.
Yeah.
Is that one still alive? I heard it.
Not for long.
Wait till I sit for the big long panel tonight. That'll be its final
You
moment.
do your colonoscopy and find you have 5 cheetah cubs in your colon. Just living in there. Hey, it's like a burrow. They don't know.
I had to say this. We're looking at your tests, and first of all, I just want to say it's clear, but we want to say congratulations, you're a mother. This is absolutely amazing. We don't know where they're going to pass.
They're fine. They're looking for a way out. Trust me.
Have you been making milk?
They're nursing on your polyps.
And that should be allowed to be celebrated in song. That should not be shut down by the thought police at Animate Raleigh. Yeah, I'm calling it Raleigh.
Raleigh?
Raleigh.
Yeah.
Raleigh Durham. I saw a baby smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
I love this town.
Listen, in this town, 50 years ago,
Unfiltered.
everybody smoked.
I remember coming into town, I think I did a thing in North Carolina, like probably 2009, and I remember they used to just like, I want to say that they would give you a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, it's like when you get to Hawaii, they put a lay on you. They just shove a pack of cartons.
Yeah.
Here you go, here's
Yeah.
a light. You know what I mean? Coming in, because tobacco's still right. Is that the main industry here?
Oh.
You guys, anybody work at the
Nice.
tobacco plants?
Must be. There
Anybody
must be
here in the cigarette
Nobody?
industry?
Certainly.
Man,
Someone.
I'd love to meet somebody in the cigarette industry and you get a bunch of cartons. You do, sir? No, yeah, they were like, they brought up, but you brought up bad memories for them. And you
Yeah,
should
you
think
made
about
them
that.
uncomfortable, Trey.
You should think about what you did to them.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Remind them
Can't believe that.
of one generation earlier from them.
How dare you? But at tobacco, I feel like getting in the cigarette industry, is that like one of those things, have you met people that work in the cigarette industry? Has anybody like been around people in the business? Because I feel like, in LA, show business is the business, but I feel like here, cigarettes is the business.
I'm in the business.
I'm in the business.
I'm in the business.
You got to go and see how brown your lungs are.
Yeah, right.
Oh, well, that's sad. I kind of thought it'd be like thing where you like the in people. Like if you're in the cigarette industry, you get to get into cool bars or something.
Yeah. They used to have tours of all the factories.
Yeah, and they decided they
But-
didn't want people to see it.
And it'd be like even in the airport, like you know how like now they have like plugs so you can charge your shit with just lighters everywhere, like permanent lighters. So you go, okay, behind the seats. Yeah,
That's cool.
this guy, come on, boarding in 12 minutes.
Yeah,
Everybody
just
get
hanging
on.
out, yeah, yeah.
Everyone from Raleigh has a cigarette dangling from their lips at all time.
But then now I guess you get in the vapes.
Oh, yeah, vape stuff. I saw.
vapes.
Speaking of, wait a
Have
minute.
you heard about this?
You remember? Hey, you remember? There
That
was
should be a new news network.
Have you heard about that?
Have you heard about this? What's the deal?
I
with-
was in Santa Fe the other day. I went into Cliff's liquor store to get some drinks, some wine, some soda, some Gatorade. On the counter, it's like a bodega kind of place. You know.
Sure.
On the counter, little display of vapes. The biggest one at the top in a box, like the size of a pack of cigarettes. Mike Tyson
Oh, yeah.
brand vapes
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
with his face on it,
Yep.
like 4 different flavors.
I want to vape like Mike.
It's like bubble gum and
I think it's huge.
grape and
Good for him.
what?
Ear flavor. Got him. You
Ear
got him.
flavor.
Yes. I remember elder millennials rise up. Come on, yeah, elder millennials, let's get it going. Who's got ibuprofen? You do, honestly, I literally have some in my pocket. I'm gonna have it for later. I was like, ooh, I'll save this for the panel tonight because I don't know. I hurt my back the other day. It's really fucking sad. I used to bring mushrooms places.
Now it's ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen. I literally have my Pepsid AC, my ibuprofen, my Zoloft, my Olmesartan.
I got
It's all
two.
just in a line. It's like my big cocktail. I feel like Keith
Everywhere
Richards.
I go, Pepto-Bismol capsules.
It is. If you got honestly, I can't say enough how you need to prep your belly because I'm not letting all of this acid hold me back. I want to eat whatever I want. I want to eat whole peppers. I want to do it. But what we got to do is responsibly prep. So you got to take that Pepsid AC before you go in there.
Yeah. I don't have the Pepsi they say. I have the problem after I eat all this stuff. But that's why. So I don't
that's why you have to
So I'm
prep.
not just
Yeah.
constantly running to the bathroom.
That is our version of prep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pepsid AC.
Mine is post.
Override your body's natural defense mechanisms against the things you want to consume.
You have
My
to.
body is
Yeah.
constantly like, why are you doing this
Why
to
are
us?
you doing this? You drank all night last night. Now
Yeah.
you're having fried chicken for breakfast.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm in control. I'm
Nobody
in control.
tells me what to do, even me.
But guess what? Guess all we're doing is, all that is doing is setting us up for the audition for the night polyps. That's
Yes.
Which is honestly really unfortunate. I don't want to be in that subgroup.
Coming up at number 7, Damien and the Night Polyps.
Oh, it's time to go.
We did it.
Yeah. It's,
You moderated this great.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, everyone. We have another one tomorrow. We're doing another one. Did you know that?
And
We're doing a bonus waste an hour of your time
Oh,
tomorrow.
are you?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
At
1
this time?
o'clock.
That's great
1
for us.
o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
At the super stage. 1
Whoa.
o'clock at the super
Soup
stage.
or stage?
Soup or
Whoa.
stage.
Well, only people here will know why it's the super stage.
yeah. We
That's
no-
OUP.
we-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
And tonight we have a Adult Swim
We got that too.
panel
Yeah, which is going to be a bunch of people.
with
That is
don't
6:45.
don't you dare.
security.
Don't you dare.
6:45 on the main stage.
6:45.
Oh, right. Yeah, and then we have like a photo op thing.
Right after.
Immediately after.
Some
Which
photo
you got-
op, you get your
another
picture with
Glamorous.
another photo they'll
5
Tell me to
poorly
be out
dressed
of.
human beings.
I want you in those photos.
you got to tell them.
You got to be right front and center.
They kicked me out of the other one. That was
That was
hilarious.
Ridiculous.
that was
You
ridiculous.
know how they take sometimes at the end of the panel they take like a group shot with everybody. You know what I mean? So they were doing it at the one we did yesterday.
and innocent me, I'm like, okay, let's all get in the
Yeah.
picture.
And then the what's his name? He goes, okay, that's great. Now Lisa, get out of there.
Now
Everybody
one
but
without
Lisa.
Lisa.
No, we're going to make you sure you stay in. You're a part of this
Everyone but
experience.
Lisa.
All right, good. Now we're literally going over now.
Okay.
That's
So
too
we're
much.
now we're getting in
yeah,
trouble.
that's too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got to
see?
go.
Yeah.
You asked
All
us.
Oh,
This has been you've been
we're
incredible.
not leaving. We're not leaving.
You've been incredible. Go to school. You've been incredible.
Go to marksman school.